Hello. Welcome back, you guys. This is Crypto News with Julie Kennis. I'm your host, Julie Kennis. Thank you all for tuning in with me again today. You guys, Bitcoin is showing a little bit of weakness. I think that's kind of what we were all expecting at this point. World leaders are continuing to meet at Davos. No big news has come out as of yet. We did hear from Elon Musk earlier today. Still, nothing too exciting to write home about coming out from Davos today. Brian Armstrong is still continuing to withhold his support of the Clarity Act, stating that there is the stablecoin yield issue that they're still trying to work through, which I think is a good thing. Yeah. Where is Brian? Hello, and shout out to everyone in the chat. I see you, Mike Volmer, saying hello to you in the chat earlier today. Peace of my mind, you're number 2, Blocky number 3, and we have no Brian. Where is Brian? Sad face. Oh, D-Pen is here. Yeah, I heard actually Gavin Newsom got blocked from attending Davos, which I think is amazing. So, and hello, I see some new friends here in the chat. So thanks for tuning in. I go live every day at 1 o'clock talking about all things crypto, some economic, some political stuff. I like to just get in the mix. Peace of my mind knows what's up. He said he's here. He's ready for the tea today. I don't have a whole lot of tea today, you guys. I could tell you some of my tea maybe towards the end of the show if you guys really want to know the tea, what's going on in my world. There's Brian. We were just looking for you. I like how he entered the chat with the word new scum. Yes, that is him. You know, as a California resident most of my life, we haven't had a lot of great governors here. There haven't been very many good governors. We recalled Gray Davis. We had the Arnold was actually, he has been my favorite. You want to know why? He's the only governor who has ever been elected into office and sent me a check back in the mail. He's the only politician who said, if you elect me, you will get money back. And we elected him and I got money back. So he kept his word. So you guys can hate on the governor all you want. I think he's kind of cool, though. In fact, he has some personal ties to Bakersfield. I don't know if you guys know or remember following the story at the time when he fathered a love child out of wedlock. The nanny, of all the things, the nanny. It was the nanny's baby. And it continued to be in his life and with around the wife and other kids and everything. But anyway, the nanny was from Bakersfield. And when I was mentoring high school students through the Energy and Utility Career Academy, I was out of Independence High in Bakersfield, and Arnold Schwarzenegger's son was going there at the time. He was on the swim team and stuff. I never actually saw him, though. I haven't actually seen him in person. But I am thinking about doing some more fun, Bakersfield local stuff. So I was going to go down to the Buck Owens Crystal Palace. You guys know we've talked about the Bakersfield sound on here before. We've played the song Streets of Bakersfield on here before. And so one of these days I'm going to go down to the Crystal Palace and I'm going to walk around and make some content out there because it was actually really cool. They built this music venue / museum to house all of the Bakersfield sound merchandise and stuff. Oh wait, let me put the comments up. And so fast forward, not even 20 years later, and they've closed the Crystal Palace down. And it's no longer in use. And it's actually kind of sad. They're trying to decide what to do with it. Buck Owens' family tried to sell it. They have not been successful at finding a purchaser. They have looked at potentially the city buying it. And then, Dwight Yoakam, they've talked about potentially Dwight Yoakam buying it. Cause he's kind of Bakersfield. But yeah, we had Merle Haggard, we had Buck Owens. We actually have some younger country artists that have been coming out. I think Joe Peters is one of the guys' names, and there's another one I know I'm blanking on it right now. But there's a couple of like newer, younger country artists that have come out of here. But anyway, I thought it would be fun to maybe go show some other stuff around town. Maybe do like a vlog. Do like a vlog. So, now tomorrow, you guys know we always do the Julie and Josie show. Julie and Joxie coming at you live on Friday. My scheduled time is supposed to be 10 a.m. As you guys know, I don't know if I'm on my 10 a.m. I had some stuff come up and my like day is super full tomorrow. So I will try and be here. But then later tomorrow night, we're going to be together. We can be together. We might do an impromptu live. But we're going to be on vacation. So we'll be together. We will be acting very silly and I'm excited about it. So, Mike Vollmer said that Arnold lives near him. He probably has a love shack here in Bakersfield, I would imagine. You think he still looks up his old housekeeper, like, go get your feather duster for me. Go clean this off over here. No, a little further. I'm just teasing you guys. It is so cliche. It is so cliche. It's really sad. It's really sad. Before I get into any more personal stories, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the charts. That's right. Yeah. Randy Hipper, she does go live. She's usually pretty early for me because I'm Pacific time. So usually I'll watch Randy before I even make it out of the house. I'm having like my first coffee of the day. I'm waking the kids up. I'm going, get your behinds up. So yeah, Randy's usually pretty early for me, but yeah, 10 Pacific time. So I think that's 1. You're 10, 11, 12, 1. Yeah, I'm like, did I math right? I mathed right. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin. As you guys may have seen, heard, there are rumblings of Bitcoin and outflows and us. Oops, I'm not even on Bitcoin. Let's get back to Bitcoin. All right, so Bitcoin is showing a little bit of weakness here. We were hovering around the 90K range yesterday. We've seen a little bit of yesterday from Davos. We had this sell-off, and then we had this Trump came back on the tariff claim. So we did this nice little U-turn here, right back where we should have been, right? So basically, we're just sitting here in this little channel right now, and we're stuck around the 89,000 range. We have not dipped much lower. We have not dipped much higher. We're basically just sitting here in a holding pattern, waiting to see what happens next. I'm scraping the news out of Davos to see what's happening. I don't know. I feel like more of the bullish news was earlier in the week. But again, Trump, every time we've got bullish news, he wants to go ahead and threaten tariffs, and then we see these nice big red candles. We retrace. So here we are. Okay, so since Bitcoin is down just slightly, everything else is down slightly on the day. Taking a look at Ethereum, has dipped below 3,000 at 29.43. Solana cannot get above 130. It is hanging on to 128. Would like to see it back in that range. Hello, Mark Dutch. I saw him earlier too. I was making the rounds in the YouTube chats. I said, Dutchie's here. You know, that live stream was a new live stream for me, Mark. And I saw that you have a wrench over on that channel. I don't know who that was. I subscribed to their channel, but I think the fact that you mod over there and were like typing it, like I was looking for live shows and that one popped up for me. So I thought it was fun. I always like it when I find new crypto shows. So anyway, I was happy to see you there. Taking a look at Chainlink, has dipped below 13 where it remains at 12.24. Litecoin is trading at $68.18 and Dogecoin perpetually at 12 cents. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our crypto bubbles. And guys, look, if you're over on the vertical live, go over the horizontal, smash the subscribe. I'm here every day, mostly every day. Not every day, but mostly every day. All right. Mixed bag on the top 100. Down 8% on Pump. Up 10% on other. I don't even know what River is. Can somebody give me the alpha on River and why this is pumping unlike anything else? I have not seen this one before. I do not know what this is. Let's see. It's up 17 spots at rank 58. Let's see. Oh no. Guys, give me deets. Give me deets in the chat if you have it. If not, I'll have to go look it up later. Oh, it was Divine Hood Trading. Okay, Divine Hood Trading. Have you guys seen that? What sort of a name is that, Brian? Okay, you guys want to know why I am so creative? I'm Crypto News with Julie Kennis. This is why. Because originally I was Degen Divas, and then I was becoming known as Degen Diva. And I'm like, well, I don't want to be known as Degen Diva. So I'm like, you know what? I'm Crypto News with Julie Kennis, and you guys just all know who I am. So there it is. All right, we'll stop sharing that. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and dive into some breaking news. Okay, top stories coming out today. Lots of people talking about ex-Binance CEO, talking with probably a dozen governments about tokenization. So this is sort of the theme I'm getting out of Davos is they're tokenizing everything. Oh, look at Brian said, look at Mr. and Mrs. Degen. See, if only you didn't change your name. If only you didn't change your name. We could be Mr. and Mrs. Degen. So, yes, we're tokenizing everything. So, former Binance CEO Zhao said at the World Economic Forum in Davos that he is advising several governments on tokenized state assets. As you guys know, he was forced to step down from Binance. I don't know if it was forced to step down, but after he did his little stint in the pen, he was not able to return to Binance. He is now directing... I don't know if I want to say directing is the right word for it, but he's working with several governments on this. So he says with probably a dozen on tokenizing their assets. And speaking at the panel at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland on Thursday, Zhao said he had been engaged with several unnamed countries' governments as part of an effort to relate to tokenization. The former CEO said tokenization was a huge proven aspect of the crypto industry, along with exchanges and stablecoins. I'm talking with probably a dozen governments about tokenizing some of their assets because this way the government can actually realize the financial gains first and use that to develop those industries. So Zhao has worked directly with government officials in Kyrgyzstan? Is that Kyrgyzstan? As part of an effort to push the country's some-pegged stablecoin. The Pakistan Crypto Council, established on March 2025, named Zhao as an advisor. A Malaysian government official reportedly discussed a potential crypto regulatory framework with him in January of 25. At Davos, Zhao had highlighted difficulties with adopting crypto payments, noting that convergence between traditional payment methods and using digital assets. Payments is something that we have tried and not really conquered and have not really started in crypto, but we have tried and nobody really pays in crypto. So that's because retail is not here. That's because, piece of my mind, I'm not going to repeat what you just posted. Okay, speculation around his potential return. So I want to go back to this. So traditional finance rails and crypto finance rails, they're not communicating right now. And they're trying to figure out how you can integrate the two along with having proof of reserves, because that's really where I think the big issue is here is it's one thing to offer the crypto or to have these payment rails available, but to have the proof of reserves, I believe, is really the thing that Chainlink and Sergey were working on. And as CZ is saying, that it's kind of something that hasn't really come full circle yet, and to be able to use the payment rails. Again, I believe that this part here, we've tried, but nobody really pays in crypto. Well, you have made this an unfriendly crypto environment. So people who you have told for the last 10 years that crypto is a scam and now you're wanting to tokenize everything. Well, you've told everyone for the last 10 years that crypto is a scam and you've been putting people in jail and essentially making this industry inoperable. So they've had to go abroad. Innovation has moved abroad. And so now they're like going, well, we've kind of integrated this framework, but nobody's using it. Well, this is why. This is why. And still, even still, you watch the news and it's still so lukewarm on crypto. I still watch mainstream media every day. I will watch my local NBC News. I will put on CNN. I will put on Fox. And I feel like that is something that I have to do because a lot of people turn it off and they don't hear it. And if I don't hear what's going on in that echo chamber, I won't know what the majority of people who are consuming media are hearing. So, all right. So Zhao served 4 months in prison in 2024 as part of a deal with the U.S. authorities related to his failure to implement proper anti-money laundering programs at Binance. He resigned as CEO, and the felony charges in a plea agreement would likely have prevented him from assuming leadership role at the crypto exchange after his sentence. Here's what's funny to me is we're going to throw him in jail for not participating or not adhering to the anti-money laundering programs, but it literally says right here that he's helping them with the Pakistan Crypto Council. So let's just go right there and teach them all how to do crypto. Like, those aren't the people that, are those the people that we really want to enable to use crypto? I mean, to me, we should be, I don't know, maybe getting our own citizens on board rather than So we've pushed CZ away from Binance, and now what CZ is doing, he's just going to go teach all these other governments how to tokenize their future. I don't like it. I don't like it. Is this a thirsty chat today? It is Thirsty Thursday. I got the world's worst boss mode. I don't think I'm that bad of a boss, though. I'm probably not. My kids will tell you that I am very easygoing, but when I get mad at them, they get very scared because mom doesn't get mad very often. So when mom doesn't get mad and then mom gets mad, it's really scary. It's a scary place. Wick's wife, welcome to the chat, babe. I saw you come in here, and Derp has joined us. Welcome, Derp. Derp's the thing. Don't drop that dun-dun-dun. Drop that dun-dun-dun. Don't drop the dun-dun-dun. Oh, okay, so now look what you did. Hello, Black Hat team. Welcome. Derp made me sing, and I don't usually sing. All right, Tennessee City clears a path for crypto mining, data centers, and new zoning rules. And an ordinance amended by the city's zoning laws laid out by guidelines for where crypto miners could operate in the area and how loud operations could be. So the board and mayor and alderman of Kingsport, Tennessee, approved the changes to the city's zoning rules that could pave the way for cryptocurrency mining companies and data centers to operate locally. In a Tuesday meeting, the board unanimously approved the first reading an ordinance to amend the land zoning related to data centers and cryptocurrency mining sites, according to local reports. The ordinance sets the guidelines on where those facilities could be located within the city. Its approval followed recommendation from Kingsport Planning Division in December and requires a second vote before the amendment is formally adopted. The city's industrial district zone code text was created without the anticipation of mass digitalization, and said the City Planning Commission report to the board. Staff expects to see new digital data-based industries looking for locations to develop. This text amendment allows for the city and appropriately locate these and permit these uses. So I think this is a good thing that we're starting to see data centers popping up all over. I've talked before about how these can work to curtail energy loads. They can ramp up, ramp down accordingly to help stabilize the electric grid. I am a proponent of mining. So, according to the amendment, crypto mining companies would be permitted to operate in Kingsport provided that they were in a completely enclosed building and not located within 500 feet of a residential building or district. So, one of the issues that we have with crypto mining is when you get all of the miners turned on and they're operating at peak, they're very, very loud. That's one of the biggest complaints I think that people have in residential areas with mining. So the proposal noted that any crypto mining operation would be subject to approval based on the sound study with a maximum sound level of 60 dBA from the property line. So residents in other areas of the US, including Hood County, Texas, have filed lawsuits over noise of crypto miners. So yeah. And then what happens is they'll come out to inspect and they'll do their ratings, and these miners are just doing things to turn it off or to turn some, ramp down, and they can sort of manipulate their way around. So somebody comes out, they do the quality control check, everything looks good. But then as soon as that person leaves, they turn all the miners back up, and then the residents are stuck hearing the really loud squeal, screech, whatever you want to call it. So anyway, but I think this is a good move. Tennessee, they have land. It's, maybe some of the rural areas. I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. Just say no to miners. Yes, those miners are illegal. Just say no to them. Just say no to all of them. Just turn and run. It's probably a Fed anyway. So, all right. Moving on to the next story. Bitwise launches actively managed ETF pairing Bitcoin with gold. An actively managed fund blends Bitcoin, precious metals, and mining stocks as asset managers expand crypto's role in macro and capital preserving strategies. Bitwise Asset Management has launched a new ETF designed to hedge against currency debasement, underscoring how digital assets are increasingly being incorporated into the broader macro investment strategies following the success of Bitcoin spot ETFs. On Thursday, Bitwise unveiled the Bitwise Currency Debasement ETF. Oh, I hate that. Which trades on the NYSE under the BPRO, the BPRO ticker. I don't like it. Okay, sometimes I like the ticker. World Liberty Finance. It's Wilfie. I'll call it Wilfie. It's Wilfie to me. I think it's cute. It sounds cute. It's like a little puppy dog. But the bro, it's too, I don't know. I don't like it. Okay. Actively managed fund seeks to address declining purchasing power of fiat currencies through a portfolio that includes Bitcoin and precious metals and mining equities. Unlike spot Bitcoin ETFs, BPRO allows discretionary allocation across crypto and commodities-linked assets. The structure appears aimed with wealth managers seeking Bitcoin exposure without committing to a single asset crypto product, particularly amid persistent inflation concerns. The fund remains a minimum allocation of 25% in gold at all times and carries an expense ratio of 0.96%. So I think it's a good thing, especially with gold going. I think, what are we trading at on gold right now? Are we like at 4,500 an ounce? Like, this is crazy, guys. This is crazy. Like, as somebody who has been holding on to precious metals and that have not budged for the last 10 years, I don't want to say the last 10 years, but precious metals have kind of just been stagnant and haven't really moved in the last like 5. And now all of a sudden we're seeing just major movements on it. I'm excited about it, but debasement captures crypto's imagination and investment style. So fiat currency debasement, a gradual erosion of the purchasing power over time, has long been a foundational concern within the Bitcoin community. So you guys, I'm not even going to go into that because you guys all know how we feel about Bitcoin. Just buy Bitcoin. Just buy and hold Bitcoin. So I'm a little tired today, you guys. Let me tell you, last night was crazy. My dog, he's a really good guard dog. My dog he's not going to let anybody, oh my gosh, is gold really almost 5,000 an ounce? That's crazy. 48.49. Almost 5,000 an ounce. That's crazy. I mean, I know I'm such a dinosaur. Yeah, so last night my dog was going crazy, guys. My dog was going crazy. And I'm just conveniently sandwiched in between two of probably the worst. I don't even know if I should go into it. I probably shouldn't even go into it. Last night, my dog was going crazy because my neighbor's light was on and my dog was getting stranger danger last night. He was going crazy. Okay. He was going crazy. And I don't usually go out and like hush him down, but like there was something going on next door. And so I ended up calling my friend, texting my friend this morning, just saying like, hey, sorry about the dog. The dog is, he was going crazy. Well, her husband are going through a divorce. It's kind of a crazy story, but he took her card and booked a private jet with his girlfriend to Cabo, like left his family on vacation and booked a private jet to Cabo with her credit card. Okay. So they've got like this mess next door, and it makes me sad because I don't like seeing couples separate. I think it's sad for the kids. It makes me upset. So, but whatever. So this happened. And so she's in the process of separating her husband, and my dog is going crazy at their house last night. But she lives out of town now. All this like, crap hit the fan, and she's like, I'm peacing out. And so she left and bought herself a nice new house somewhere else away from all the drama. So, but the light was on last night. And the light was on. So I'm like, I had to do girl code. Just so you know, lights were on at your house last night. You might want to check your cameras. So, and then I was mad because I was like getting mad at my dog, telling my dog to be quiet because I wanted to sleep. It was like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. My dog was losing his shit. And I'm like, but he was doing his job. He was like, there was somebody next door that shouldn't be next door. And I was going crazy. This is what you have me for. I'm doing what I'm designed to do. So I'm tired. I didn't get enough sleep last night. And I had to do girl code this morning, guys. It's rough out here. It's rough out in these streets. So I'm going to go take a nap. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to get a nap today. I'm going to go take my daughter for her permit test. Hopefully she passes this time. And then if not, I'll have to make another one. And then tomorrow, Julie and Joxy live at 10 a.m. Hopefully I'm here on time. I got to go to the doctor with my daughter in the morning. And then we're wrapping up kind of early because we will be together Friday night. We got to hit the rave. You going to come party with us? Bring your bathing suits. Bring your dancing shoes. It's going down tomorrow on the Julie and Joxy show. So that's the show for today, you guys. As always, smash the subscribe. I will be back tomorrow. This show, as always, is powered by the Gokhshtein News Network. I look forward to seeing you all on the next one. Bye-bye.